Hello and welcome to the Ingerati studio, live at the European Utility Week. I'm Sofia and today I'm joined by Antonio Ciccarelli. He is the representative of Assoesco and CEO of Servizi, Energia, Ambiente. Hi Antonio, how are you today?
Fine, thanks.
Brilliant. So let's start this interview. So we have mentioned previously that Italy is a front runner in the energy efficiency space. However, a market segment which is hard to penetrate is small and medium-sized business. Can you please give us a little bit of insight of the Italian market?
Yeah, Italian market started more than 10 years ago with ESCOs because of the incentive in white certificate mechanism. It speed the development of ESCO approach linked to the incentive, and so there are many ESCOs in Italy. Now the mechanism is mature and many ESCOs are trying to do what ESCOs real have to do. So energy efficiency project, implement measures and saving and guarantee the savings. So many ESCOs now are approaching EPCs, and it's a good thing because it really increases the efficiency in the country. Something to tell from my position in the Assoesco association is that, for example, we are almost all small and medium enterprises, and the number of associated passed from 25 3 years ago to more than 75 right now. So there have been a really high increase of associated, and it means of ESCOs that want to enter the ESCO market.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to split the rest of the interview into two parts, one technical and one more business related. What is the technical engagement with your customer to help them achieve IoT meters and behind the meters and all of this?
Well, metering is fundamental part of the ESCO work. So our approach is, once we sign the EPC and they are okay with the approach, we start before to end the engineering design. We install meters so we can correctly estimate the savings, and it's really helpful because knowing in a good way which is the consumption before the installation gives you the possibility to find the best solution for that customer, and customers really do like that. And more, once we install meters, often they understand something about their process not related to energy efficiency or to energy at all, and it helps them to understand even better their process and how to improve it.
So they're getting involved a little bit.
Yeah, involved, but the strange thing that we didn't expect was that energy meters are not only useful for us to meter the efficiency and the baselining, but even for them to better understand the process and what happens maybe when the factory is closed or during holidays, or I don't know, when a specific process is on.
Okay,
so it's
understood. Business-related question now. What is the evolution of the business relationship? Who takes the risk and what is the reward profile?
Right now, in every SMEs in Italy, but maybe in Europe with the crisis, have some issues in going to the bank and ask for credit for energy efficiency. That is something that is complex for a standard bank. So it's hard to ask to the customer to take some risk for the money you gave. And so ESCOs have to bring the money with investment funds or other credit lines. So the customer is free, if he has money to invest that money in their core business that is not energy, but is, I don't know, their production. So it's important that the ESCO takes the technical risk, so that guarantees that the savings will be real and sure for the years of the contract. Then there's someone who has to take the risk, the financial risk of the customer, but will be the ESCO or the investor. So the customer needs to be free of that and just only check the real savings.
Okay.
And paying the bills.
Of course, he pays the bill at the end of the day. How is the role of ESCO changing?
Well, ESCOs in Italy, they pass from, as we say in the association, pass from paper ESCOs to iron ESCOs. So from ESCOs that make incentives to ESCOs that make measures, they implement measures. But ESCOs are evolving because in SMEs, most of them understood that EPC is the right way and is the way to grow in this business. And so everybody is trying to find the best way to finance their project, to engage customer in a different way, because the difference between a standard approach and the ESCO approach is that you offer something that is not tangible. So the customer has to buy savings.
Okay.
And it's quite strange for them. So it's a new approach. It's quite hard to find customer and to explain really well that this approach. But once they understand that, they will ask you to make efficient maybe their offices or other things, or new factories. It's really interesting.
The customer is a little bit reticent, let's say, at the beginning, but then when you understand the process, of course, it works for them, so it works.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question for you. So we are here at the European ETT Week. Why did you come here? To meet who? To see some keynote session? To see what your peers?
Yes, for ESCOs, there's not all the exhibition is so much focused on ESCOs, because we have, I don't know, hundreds of exhibitors that sells like gas meters or something like that. That is only for utilities. Really interesting for me is the Initiate program. So startups,
really
new products. It's what ESCOs want. So innovative technologies, and even the conference. So attending conference and attending new and understanding which is the approach of other ESCOs or other investment funds or the public administration, that will be a real important driver for ESCO approach, because they can be like a facilitator. So
of course,
the public administration did something, so it means that maybe it works.
And so you were speaking about the Initiate program. You work with startup then?
Yes, I even work with startup, even one startup that is here. We have a deal, yes, with them.
How do you work with startup?
It depends. If they have really new technology, it is fine for us, because we know how to invest money, and we know how to spread that technology maybe faster or in a different way, or better, because the EPC is linked to the result and not to the initial cost. So if the technology is really cost effective, it's better to sell it in an EPC way than not sell as a product, as a solution. So it is good for us to find startups, because it gives you the possibility to offer something that the customers cannot easily find in the market.
And also it's good for them, because of course you have
collaboration is always
knowledge.
Good.
Okay, brilliant. So thank you very much, Antonio, for joining us today. And please remember that you can check all the European ETT Week interviews on our Ingerati YouTube channel. Goodbye.